Hey there, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we generally work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. But today we're using Lenormand's. And so let's just see what kind of advice we get. It's just kind of, I had time. So I decided this morning to start some readings, and now I'm home from work. And so I'm finishing up the readings. So that's what we're doing here. I want to remind you though, if this doesn't resonate, be sure to check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. Your sun sign is how you feel inside. It's the personality. It's how you view the world. Your rising sign is your personality. It's how the world views you. And your moon sign is how you respond and feel about what's going on, the energies around you, the way people act, what they say, what they do. So, all right. I do want to thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments. You help me grow my channel. And I appreciate that. Spirit is just like rolling here. We already have all the cards. Like, you didn't even get all the way through everything. That was fast. That was fast. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have. So the overall energy for the reading is community. Sagittarius. It's community. Community is going to be very important to you. Okay, I just wanted to kind of take in what I'm seeing here. This is, wow. All right, so this is the key. It's your perspective. It's a higher perspective. That's great, or you need to take a higher perspective. So either you are currently taking a higher perspective or you need a higher perspective, and that is the key to the situation. So getting the long-range view really, really helps. But in the recent past, I think you were doubting your intuition. You were doubting that you knew, like that you knew what you know. And you shouldn't do that, Sagittarius. You have such great intuition. Always trust your intuition. Trust that what you think you know is probably really close to completely accurate, you know. But in the future, in the heart space, you have happiness. And I think that's the best card on here is sitting right there. I'm a little worried about your thought process. It's like your heart space looks good. It's your thought process I'm worried about. So in the recent past, you wanted change and information and you were being secretive about it. Like you knew a change was coming, but you weren't telling anybody, or somebody knew a change was coming, but they weren't telling you. So there was some secret about this change, this transformation that was happening. And right now what's on your mind is this change. And so this is what's interesting, is you have the fish in the coffin house and the coffin in the fish house. Okay, and this is the past into the present. I mean, the present into the future. And so what I see happening here is that there's a change in your finances going to happen. It's a big change because the fish is abundance. And only you know your particular financial situation, if an abundant change is a good thing or if it's abundant change in the negative. So this is a personal, this is a general reading, so I don't know the answers to that. So Sagittarius, look for changes in your finances, and it's going to either dramatically increase or dramatically decrease. And it was based on information that was being kept secret from getting to you, that was being stalled. Or maybe you were doing some research and you were looking for the information you needed so that you could create this abundant change. That looks a little dicey. All right. Lots of communication created some kind of an obstacle. There was an obstacle in communication. So maybe that's relating back to, oh, okay, all right, so yes, I get it. So you wanted some information. Either you let the secret out or secrets were being kept from you, but this communication created an obstacle, either because you didn't know what you needed to know or somebody found out something they weren't supposed to find out. But I think it's more like you didn't know what you needed to know, and so it had you doubting your intuition. Like you pretty sure you knew something, but you couldn't get the information to confirm it. There was some kind of a block in the information highway, so to speak. But currently, this is about knowledge coming through. This is about transformation. Okay, the snakes can be bitchiness and fights and arguments. I can see where that could fall into this. So either there's bitchiness, fights, and arguments, or you are shedding your skin and you are transforming the situation into a new thing, because this is in the house of change and information. So the information is either causing a fight or some kind of a transformation that could be positive. It's really hard to say, but it has to do with your family or your health. Now, here's the thing. I think it's positive transformation, because in the place of your heart space, we have happiness. So if you were losing money, would you be feeling happy? I don't think so. If you were arguing and fighting with members of your family, would you be happy? I don't think so. And so I feel like there was some kind of information that you needed to get that is finally coming through. You need to take a higher perspective, and if you can take it, a higher view of what happened, then the transformation in your finances can be very positive, and it brings happiness and stability and growth in your family, because it's about the community, and the family would be a community. So I think this has to do sort of with your attitude about how long it took to get the information, or how you found out the information. And the other thing I want to tell you is be sure to trust your intuition. I could see you were doubting it. You were like, I thought I knew this, but I wasn't sure. You knew. The more you trust your intuition, then the more information you get on a very regular, consistent basis. All right, so this card has to do with what can you do to create more abundance in your life, and it says cooperation instead of competition. That's that information, stuff you needed to know. Take the higher perspective. Avoid the arguments and use it for transformation. What is yours is always yours, and no one can take it from you. There is no need to compete, as there is an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others, the community, right? So with cooperation and partnership, you can accomplish great things. So yes, you can create unlimited abundance, right? You have the change, the major transformation is in the money sector, and you're thinking about it, and you can create it. And not just for you, that there's enough for everyone. There's enough for everyone. All right, now this card has to do with what you can do to bring more love into your life, an abundance of love. You have the ant. Actually, you have two, because I can feel this one sticking. All right, again, with the higher perspective, you have the eagle. Seize the opportunities courageously. So use your intuition to seize the opportunities to transform your life. This is how can you bring in more love. So this isn't about money. So this information has come to you. Use it as transformative energy to move your family forward, your group forward, instead of using it to fight. Do not argue and fight over this. It says cooperate for the highest good of the community. So how can you bring more love in? Cooperation. We got cooperation, not competition. Cooperation with the community. We have the community over here. And here it says, seize opportunities courageously. So lots of community cards here. This is a community card. You have lots of community activities happening here. So look for the opportunities. When the information comes to light, it just comes to light then. And just deal with it when you get it. And don't feel so competitive with your workmates, with your friends, with your family members. And instead, just focus on how can this be a win-win for everybody. All right, so these cards right here, usually you get one, but you two has to do with how can you bring more love into your life. Oh, no, I'm sorry. What if your partner, either current or future partner, could tell you something, what would they tell you? It says forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So again, cooperation instead of competition. Don't argue. Allow it to be a transformative energy in time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. So this thing that you keep thinking about, this transformation, this abundance of wealth and everything that you're trying to, I think like a tree, it takes time to grow. If you really want to get this happiness in your heart, forgive, be a teammate instead of a boss. I mean, you could be a boss, but you know, you still can bring the team along, right? So it could be at work, it could be at home. But it's cooperating with the community. It's creating the win-win scenario. That's the advice from Spirit. And let's get you a little bit more guidance here. Don't forget to look for opportunities. This higher perspective here, that's the key, right? The higher perspective. And the eagle says, seize opportunities courageously. So when you see them, follow your intuition and go for it. But don't step on everybody on the way to it, right? Bring people along and be a teammate. Cooperate, not competition. I feel like you're threading some kind of a dicey little needle, but you can do it. Oh. Yeah, okay, so you got the envy card. Cooperation, not competition. If you're worried that other people have everything or they have more than you or whatever, you're blocking the flow of abundance to yourself. So when you understand, when you recognize that there is enough for everybody to have everything they want, that's when you open up. That's when you open up the flow to you. It says, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So don't be envious. And you have perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I've set my mind to. So focus on doing something positive and creating teamwork and creating abundance for yourself and for the people around you. There's more than enough for everybody to win. There really is. It's going to take some time. You're going to have to let go of any kind of anger or envy or, you know, just forgive. If someone stepped on you, kind of just forgive them and you do better. You be the good example of how you're supposed to do things. You will be rewarded. You will. So, all right, there you go. Wow, that's some heavy-duty stuff there, Sagittarius. I will be back to do the weekly reading Friday or Saturday. So be looking for it. Be on the lookout. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Be safe. Have fun. And I will see you back here soon. You take care. And we'll talk soon.